My name is Scott Hamilton, and this is my story. I was born in the state of Georgia, a Georgia peach, if you will, all the way back in 1965, which was a long time ago. After traveling around a bit, my family moved to the wonderful state of Colorado. We ended up moving to a small mountain town called Grand Lake, which is way up in the mountains, and we lived in a nice little log cabin. It was supposed to be a vacation home, but it ended up turning into our permanent residence. My mom and dad fought a lot, to the point that my dad ended up leaving. I understand why he left my mother, but I never understood why he left me. Well, that just left my mom, who was a little sad, and she also had big hair. And there was my two older brothers, my older sister, who was kind of crazy, and little old me, who's still kind of cute. I found out later in life that I was just step siblings with my brothers and sister. Well, we moved down to the big city, and I ended up going from a very small school to a very large school. And that's kind of a culture shock, if you will. I didn't adjust too well and had some trouble through not just junior high, but especially high school. Ended up going to an alternative school. Well, it took me 5 years to go through 4 years of high school. After high school, I joined the U.S. Army, and apparently I can't spell. And I met my wonderful wife. She was a blind date, but that first date I was in love. She was absolutely beautiful, and it was love at first sight. We ended up getting married, and through that time she was going through a process of Catholicism. God was working in her heart, and she wanted us to go to church, and we did. And I ended up meeting this guy named Jesus, who turned my life around, and who also apparently has the same dress as my wife. Well, shortly after that, I went to school for the first time, college, a 2-year degree in biblical studies, because I wanted to be a pastor. And I actually got the opportunity to do so. I was ordained in 2001, and I started pastoring. And just recently I went back to the school, and I am getting my degree in leadership. I believe leadership is one of the most important things in life. Carly Fiorina shared at the Global Leadership Summit that leadership is unlocking the potential of others. And that's what I love for. Well, this has been my story, Scott Hamilton.